Hey, everybody. So, I'm just coming on to give you a pep talk. Are some of you getting, I don't know, discouraged about home cooking? Is it overwhelming to you? Look, I used to home cook for two dogs. I know it can be a lot. Sometimes it's a lot for one dog. But I'm here to tell you that you just need to get into a groove, and once you do, it's going to get easier. I'm here to give you some tips, okay? So, the number one tip that I want to give you is to never home cook for your dog on a day where you don't have leftovers in the refrigerator for your own dinner. You know, the thought of even me thinking that I have to home cook for Bella and then I have to, measure it all out and package it away and clean up. And then I got to turn around and home cook for something for me to eat. That is exhausted and that would frustrate me to no end. So only home cook for your dog or dogs on a day where you have leftovers for yourself. And you got to take care of yourself first, okay? If you're not eating good yourself, how could you take care of your dog, okay? All right, so what else? Never plan to go out on in the morning or whatever and grocery shop for your dog and then come home and home cook for your dog. That's a lot too, all right? You want to have everything. This is how I do it. I wake up and I go to bed at night and I put my head on the pillow and I said, what am I going to do the next day? I'm going to home cook. So that means I'm going to stay home, but that also means that I have everything in my house to home cook. If you have to get up in the morning and go grocery shop to home cook for your dog and then come home and home cook, that's too much also. So you want to have everything readily available. And what do I mean by that? You want to have your proteins that if you're going to cook, let's say you're going to cook this morning, your proteins should be defrosting in your refrigerator, 2 days before. I don't know how your refrigerator works. All your vegetables should be, if you're cooking your vegetables from scratch, they should already be cooked and measured out into portion sizes for meals. Or if you're not cooking your vegetables, that's a great way to save time, is to buy all frozen vegetables. Make sure you have them. Make sure you have your asparagus and broccoli and cauliflower and collard greens and butternut squash and canned pumpkin and sweet potato. Make sure you have all that already at home for you, okay? And at the very beginning when you're home cooking, you can't see Miss Bella here. She's the star of the show. At the very beginning when you're home cooking, you got to have the right equipment. It's just like home cooking for yourself. You need to have, now you can't see my whole head. You need to have a food processor. You need a big one. It needs to be at least like 14 cups, okay? And you need to have a big bowl to mix everything together. You need a scale. You can get a scale for like $15 on Amazon, a food scale. All right. And you need freezer bags and space to home, to put everything in. So, I don't want you to get discouraged. I got to tell you a little story. So I started home cooking for her. I keep on saying like 5 months, 6 months. I don't remember. It was something like that because she was really sick. This little girl has had home cooking her entire life. There was like one day when she didn't. Let me tell you about it. So around 5 years ago, we had oh, it's okay, Bella. We had a health crisis in our family, okay? And it required me not to be home for like a week at a time. And it was pretty serious, to the point that we had to have Bella leave our house for like 6 weeks. And my sister-in-law took care of her. And I tried my best to gather up all the food that I had prepared. And I gave it to my sister-in-law, and I also gave her some dog food. And after she finished up all the prepared food, she tried the dog food and Bella wouldn't eat it. So my sister-in-law said, just send me a recipe and I'll make it for her. So I did. And she home cooked for her for a few weeks. She didn't have all the supplements then, and for the few weeks, and I wasn't going to worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. But my point is, that's how serious I am about home cooking. I make sure that I have at least 2 months of each protein meals in my freezer. So right now I have 3 months of beef in my freezer, already cooked, all meals, and the pork. I'm low on salmon. I'll need to make that next week. And the only thing that I cook every week is eggs, because I don't know why, but she eats eggs every morning. So I just do that once a week. So I'm only cooking in a week. I definitely cook once a week for her for eggs. And maybe like every 2 or 3 weeks, I'm cooking a protein. And when I cook it, I'm not just doing 1 pound. I'll do 2 pounds of a protein. That'll get me maybe, don't quote me, 14 to 16 meals. Okay, so if it's 14 meals, and I'm only rotating that in once a week. That's lasting like 3 months. So, but I've been doing this for a while, so I know the tips, and I'm organized, and that's huge. So anyway, I hope these little tips have helped you. And if you're still confused, contact me. Send me a message. I'll talk to you. I love the comments that everybody makes, and I love answering you. And if you want to have a one-on-one phone call for a consult, I'm here for you there as well. Now, those I charge for, because I talk to you for an hour. I need something for my time. Everything I do for free, but I do charge, and I don't charge. I'm below price of everybody else. I've looked what other people charge, because I'm here. I'm passionate that I want to teach you how to home cook for your dog, because kibble is just dead food. If you look at the back of the kibble bag and it says meat meal, do you know what meat meal is? That is like from dead, dying, diseased animals, and it's like the noses and the feathers and the feet, and they grind it all together. That's not the actual meat. Your dog needs good quality meat. Your dog needs organ meat, all right? And that should be, it depends on your dog, it should be between 50 and 70% of the recipe, okay? And your dog needs some vegetables. I do 20% of the recipe. And your dog needs oils, and your dog needs seeds. So I'm here to help you with that. But I also want to walk you through and give you a pep talk that you can do this, okay? But you got to take care of yourself first. Make sure that you have dinner already in your refrigerator for yourself, so you don't have to go out and shop for food or drive to pick up food, because you're going to be tired at first, but you'll get it. I can home cook. I can do 16 meals for her in less than an hour, and that's from start to finish, including cleaning up. I should actually do that video one day, because you probably don't believe me, but I have it down to a science now, and you can too. So I hope this little pep talk helped you.